Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Town Board Work Session of Tuesday, November 22nd, and happy Thanksgiving, almost, everybody. So we are gonna just jump right in so we can get you all home to do what you need to do before Thanksgiving. So Jill, you wanna, actually, can I have a motion to open, did we do that? A motion to open the work session?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Jill, you wanna take it away?
All right, we have a litany of administrative items. Please stop me if there's any questions. We have a payment of claims, the adoption of monthly reports for October of 2022, the adoption of minutes from 2022. The next is an authorization to establish a capital project and a budget for the 2022 Millwood Water Treatment Plant Underground Fuel Tank Replacement Capital Project. So the Millwood Water Treatment Plant still has buried oil tanks. It's our intention to take, they are not leaking. It is our intention to be proactive about this. And in order for us to start this project, we need to establish a capital project and a budget. So that's what this resolution is about. This is a project that we're hoping to get done in 2023. The next is a resolution to accept existing roadways as part of our CHIPS funding, which is money we get from the state to maintain our roads, paving funds. We take an annual inventory, and with 25 miles of roads, square miles of roads in town, we go through it and make sure that nothing's been left out. And we were able to note that Granite Court and Allison Lane were missed. And so we're adding them to the inventory, and which will actually increase our CHIPS funding. So good catch by DPW. Next is authorization to accept a maintenance bond for Landtech. Landtech is the concern that we brought in to renovate the Amsterdam field. They did a beautiful job of regrading and resodding the Amsterdam field. So this is just, again, a maintenance bond that we take and require of our contractors to guarantee the work for a certain period of time. Next is the authorization to approve the Millwood and Chappaqua Fire District hydrant agreement addendums. So 5 years ago, we entered into an agreement with both Millwood Fire and Chappaqua Fire, which obligated the town to do certain maintenance and infrastructure work for our water infrastructure regarding hydrants specifically. We are coming to a close to that, and during that first 5-year period, the hydrant fees went up 2% annually. We have completed our hydraulic modeling of the hydrant system. We met with both Millwood and Chappaqua Fire Departments, gave them a presentation, and we are extending that agreement for another 5 years. The difference is that it's just going to be a 1% per raise annually. The fire districts are on board with that. Next is authorization to accept professional architectural and engineering services for the proposed Millwood Water Treatment Plant roof replacement project. So this is a consultant who's going to take and help us create an RFP for that project. And the last things on the agenda are authorization to issue an RFP for transportation consultant. And this is with regard to 50 North Greeley, that project. And last but not least is authorization to issue the RFP for curbside collection of waste, food waste. The board had talked about it and agreed that they were going to go forward with that issuance of the RFP at last meeting. And so here's our authorization, which we do as a pro forma thing. It is good housekeeping for our auditors. And that's all I have on the administrative items. Anyone have any questions, clarifications?
All seems pretty straightforward.
Then we've got a resolution.
Questions? All right, well then, having no questions, we can move right to our resolutions. Who would like to start? Ali, you have them? Go ahead.
Okay. All right, approval of claims. I move to approve payment of claims in the amount of $1,283,780.19, listed in the summary pre-check writing report and detailed voucher detail report, both dated November 2nd of this year, Checks will be printed and distributed to each claimant listed on Wednesday, November 23rd, 2022.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to authorize the hiring of Matthew Colmenares as a seasonal laborer within the highway unit of the Department of Public Works at an hourly rate of $18 per hour effective December 20th, 2022.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I move to authorize a change in title from Miguel Fibrio and seasonal intermediate clerk to seasonal engineering aide within the engineering division of the development department at the same rate of pay of $45 per hour effective retroactively to November 7th, 2022.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to authorize the hiring of Victor Lucas as PTA recreation attendant to work at the Chappaqua Performing Arts Center at the hourly rate of $25 per hour effective November 1st, 2022.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll do this one. Resolution referring 50 North Greeley to the planning board. I move to adopt the following resolution, whereas the town board is considering the adoption of a proposed amendment to chapter 60 zoning of the town code. The proposed local law to establish a new special use permit for mixed use residential buildings that meet certain green building standards. And can I do a
You
yada,
can
yada, yada?
summarize.
Okay, and yada, yada, yada. Be it further resolved, or now be it resolved that the town board refers the annexed proposed local law to the town of Newcastle Planning Board pursuant to Town Code 60-600 and the Westchester County Planning Board pursuant to General Municipal Law, Section 239M and the Westchester County Administrative Code. And be it further resolved, the town board hereby directs the planning department and town attorney to prepare and circulate a notice of intent for the town board to serve as secra lead agency. And be it further resolved that the planning department shall furnish a complete copy of the project application to the Newcastle Planning Board to facilitate its review and understanding of the proposed local law.
Yeah, I get a second.
Hey, John.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Authorization to establish capital project and budget. I move to establish capital project H.8330.0400.8099.2022 for the Millwood Water Treatment Plant Underground Fuel Tank Replacement Project with an estimated project budget of $470,000. In addition to professional engineering services, this includes the cost to decommission an existing underground fuel storage tank that supplies fuel for the plant's emergency standby generator and replacing it with an above-ground fuel storage tank, as well as the installation of a fuel filtration system and tank monitoring equipment. As joint owner of the plant, the Village of Pleasantville will contribute 19% of the final total costs associated with this capital project. The balance will be funded through a future special bond issuance, and the debt associated with the borrowing will be repaid by the SW Consolidated Water District.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to authorize the acceptance of the roadways described below in order to update the local roads inventory for the New York State Department of Transportation local highway inventory as set forth in the schedule attached in the resolution.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll read number 8. I move to authorize the acceptance of the maintenance bond valid for 1 year following completion set to expire in May 2023 in the amount of $98,860 from the Land Tech Group, Inc. For the work done at Amsterdam Park, soccer field number 1. The work has been completed to the town's satisfaction.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to adopt the following resolution. Whereas the Water District and Fire District are parties to an agreement dated October 22nd, 2018, providing for inter alia the maintenance of water lines and fire hydrants and the provision of water for fire protection within the geographic area covered by the Fire District. And whereas the Water District and Fire District wish to extend and modify the agreement as set forth in this addendum, now therefore the Water District and Fire District agree as follows. 1, the term of the agreement shall be extended for 5 years to commence on January 1st, 2023 and terminate on December 31st, 2027. Payments for the basic services rendered pursuant to the agreement. The Fire District shall pay the Water District a rate per hydrant that reflects annual 1% rate increases as follows. Should I read all that?
As reflected.
Set forth
As reflected in the chart below.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Authorization, I move to adopt the following resolution, whereas the Water District and Fire District are parties to an agreement dated July 19th, 2019, providing for inter alia the maintenance of water lines and fire hydrants and the provision of water for fire protection within the geographic area covered by the fire district. And whereas the water district and fire district wish to extend and modify the agreement as set forth in this addendum. Now therefore, the water district and fire district agree as follows. The term of the agreement shall be extended for 5 years to commence on January 1st, 2023 and terminate on December 31st, 2027. Payments for the basic services rendered pursuant to the agreement, the fire district shall pay the water district a rate per hydrant that reflects annual 1% rate increases as follows, set forth in the chart below.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Keep on going.
Sure. I move to accept the proposal from Lamthrop Associates LLP to prepare tasks 1 through 4 of the proposed Millwood Water Treatment Plant roof replacement project for the total cost of $94,445 as per the cost estimate revised and reissued November 11th, 2022.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to authorize the Development Department to issue a request for proposals for a parking transportation consultant to assist the town in reviewing the land use application for 50 North Greeley Avenue.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move second to authorize the town administrator to issue an RFP for curbside food waste collection and transport for Newcastle residents.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
Too eager.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you, everybody. Have a very happy
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Good Thanksgiving.